Hello, my friends. I wanted to come on and share a message. I was in my book club last night, my online book club that I'm hosting on Eckhart Tolle's book, A New Earth. It is just so synchronistic that I picked it up to read it during this whole time in our world because it feels like divine timing. And the conversations that are going on in this book club, it's just me and a few other ladies, and it's just so juicy. And I just wanted to create a video to share the message with everyone who's interested in listening to it because it's really so deep and so inspirational. And I know we can all use a bit of inspiration during this crazy time that we're in right now. So, in the book, Eckhart Tolle is so good. He really is. I feel like he's a prophet. And so he shares about how our egoic mind has been controlling us, and that so many of us still to this day are so unaware of the fact that we are living in our thoughts, that our thoughts are continuously feeding our mind. And most of the thoughts are negative and they're repetitive. We have a good portion of our thoughts are the same thoughts day in and day out. And most of them are negative. And the interesting part about it is that's not really who we are. We have been trained to believe that we are our thoughts, and it couldn't be any further from the truth because we really aren't our thoughts. Our true essence is our divinity, our soul, which is connected to the divine, the source of everything. Whatever you want to call it, whether it be God or the universe or universal love, universal intelligence, whatever you deem it as, we are part of it. We have that part of it. We all came from one. All of us are one. And we don't recognize it when we're in our mind. Our mind is constantly feeding us thoughts that make us feel separate, that make us feel scarcity and lack and comparison and not good enough and reactionary. And when we allow ourselves to recognize that we are not our mind, that our thoughts are just as involuntary as our food digesting in our system or our breath breathing in and out. Same thing with our thoughts. We are not creating those thoughts. The thoughts are coming from an automatic program from our subconscious that was created when we were very young, and it wasn't even based upon anything that we created. It wasn't based upon us. It was all based upon our outer environment, our family, our friends, our experiences. And that's been running the show. That's been dictating who we've been being, which then causes everything in our lives. So this automatic program has been creating our entire reality, including our bodies. And what happens is when we are feeling not good enough, less than, afraid, worried, when we're living in a state of fear, that keeps us in a very low vibration emotion, and it causes stress in our bodies. And that is what causes disease and illness. So don't you think that it's just a little bit coincidental that we have two crazy things happening in the world today? One of them is the pandemic, that's this virus. And then the other one is a war that creates fear and anxiety and worry and stress and sadness and just constant negative emotions, panic even, and that lowers the vibration. So what I've been doing as my practice is helping others to overcome challenge in their life. And what I help others to understand is that challenge in itself is here intently to be a gift. It doesn't feel like it at all when it's happening. And of course, when people are dying and horrible things are happening, but it's designed to force us to wake up, force us to go inside and connect to who we really are, to our true essence, to our soul, and start connecting as the divine creatures that we are, the divine essence. Allow our spirits to shine and our love. And that is the way that we as a planet can overcome all of the challenge that is going on in this world, is not to allow ourselves to stay in that fight or flight, in that state of stress from all of the emotions that all of this challenge is creating, but instead connect to our greatness, to our soul, and rise above it. And how do we do that? Is through love. Love is the answer. So I'm going to be hosting a meditation over the weekend. I haven't figured out exactly when and where, but I will keep everyone who's interested in being part of it abreast to the details as they happen. It'll be probably by the end of today. And together we can come together and create that connection. Because even though we're all in different places of the world, it doesn't matter, because we're all energy. And when we are all coming together with the main intention of love, distance doesn't matter. We're all connected energetically. So who would like to join me this weekend and connect together energetically and raise the vibration? Because all it takes is not that many people to raise the world's vibration. It's been proven. So let's all do that this weekend. We will raise the vibration of the planet. We'll start within ourselves. We can even start right now by just being love today. You know, when someone is maybe hateful or rude to us, it's not really about us. I know we tend to take it that way. We tend to think, oh, they were just rude to me. How dare they? I'm mistreated because of them, and we feel victimized. But when we really know what's going on, it really isn't about us at all. It's all about them. So let's just say someone cuts you off on the street and you feel like, oh my gosh, they just cut me off. They just did that to me. And you get all worked up and start to fume and focus all this hateful energy onto this car that just cut you off. But what if you didn't know that they were rushing to get to the hospital because their mom is in serious condition and they said, you better get here now? You know, we don't know what's going on in other people's worlds. Just know that it's not about you, and bless that person. Bless him, because you don't know. Because you don't know if he's really suffering right now. And most people are. So always give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, it's not about you, and have compassion for our fellow human. If you are interested in joining me this weekend, please comment below, and I will send everybody who comments. Actually, I'll post it in this thread, but if I know how many people are going to be joining, that'll help me to figure out some of the details. Okay, so I hope you all have a wonderful day. Love to you all. Bye-bye.